The amount that I've been looking forward to getting back in Subnautica for an entire week is ridiculous, but I'm so happy to be back here. We're gonna jump straight in. I don't even remember exactly where we were. Gonna have to take a minute to figure everything out. What's going on, Vex? Hopefully the chat being on screen is going to...
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay. Not sure what that was about, but anyway. Hopefully having the chat on screen is going to be good for the YouTube VOD. Just realized, though, the alert box might cover part of that. Hold on. Let's see if we can... Can we fix that? If we scoot it up... maybe. We'll sort of see how that goes. Hey, Mistress. How's it going? Alright, I think we're going to go back to the Aurora. What's our inventory situation? We gotta put that into Seamoth for one. How do you do that again? Upgrades. Put that in there. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Don't just drop it. Even land in the right spot. No, I need to pick it back up. Somebody help. Okay. Do it correctly. There we go. Yikes. Never seen this game? It's a fun game. It's sort of futuristic, alien planet survival kind of stuff. But I really enjoy it. We spent about 2 hours here last week. I'm hoping to spend at least that long today. We have the laser cutter. We got water. We're probably going to find more water. We have a first aid kit. I think we're fine to head straight to the Aurora. I'm pretty sure we had everything set up, ready to go, and then we'll probably head to the rendezvous point at some point today. Where do we need to go? Straight over this way. Subnautica Sunday vibes, Bottom Boy likes all of the stream vibes. Kyla's in there with 10,000 towards the bonus 12-hour stream. Look at that. I like it. And hydrate straight away. Good idea. I always forget that it's Subnautica Sundays, so see you guys. Catch you later, man. How do you do badges? I was trying to figure that out, Rack. I was looking at it myself, because, I think I had the first badge with TK. And I was trying to, like, make it not. And I could not figure it out. There's gotta be a way, because the first badge is not that special. Like, surely. Surely there's a way. Did the hydrate thing and it didn't do it? There's like a limit on it. So you might have done it at the same time the last one got done. Posture check as well. Gotta be sitting up straight if we're doing Subnautica. For one, to be able to be acutely aware of the location of any and all Reaper Leviathans. And also because I'm hoping to be here a while. Hoping to spend a little more than 2 hours in this game. Said I had the Founder's Badge? Honestly, if you can't get rid of that, that makes me kind of sad. Holy! Flunzer, my guy, thanks for the tier 1 sub, man. Appreciate you. Welcome. Just got my first D1 offer for football. Dude, that's awesome. Congrats, man. Good to hear. We still don't have the perimeter defense thing, so I don't want to be seeing Reapers, but the main thing I want to go and do is make sure we have the prawn blueprints, because I don't want to have to come back here. We might need to anyway. Batteries are always appreciated. This game looks nice. It's such a good game. Like, a lot of you guys are going to be here, obviously, for, like, classic or Call of the Wild stuff. I would recommend this game to anybody. I don't, like, if you like survival at all, that kind of, genre, I don't see a way you can't enjoy this game. It's so much fun. There's so much to do. Like, I've played through it several times in the past. It usually takes something like 20 to 24 hours of, like, actual gameplay. And that's if you sort of know what you're doing to complete it. And it's 20-something bucks. Like, it is absolutely worth the money. It's really, really fun. I heard the Reaper off in the distance. One of my favorite things about not needing the... There he is. Not needing the normal music that we use. He's attacking a fish over there or something. We just need to scoot up through here. Don't want anything to do with that guy. It's fine. Yeah, you probably have to do it from PC Rack. Is that like MOH or just Mo Game Squad? Thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate you. Is this I couldn't remember last time either. Is this the place? Just smoke that little dude. Don't appreciate hearing that, Reaper. Did I miss another alert, by the way? I think that was it. Okay, this is the way, because these are all the boxes that we've opened. What's up, winners? What's the point of this game? Ultimately getting off the island, and I think the fact that they went with the kind of like futuristic kind of concept, it allows you to, without spoiling things, eventually have the technology to do so. So, I don't know, several weeks down the line, depending on how long this takes us, assuming that we still just do one stream a week, we'll get off of here. And I just saw the Subnautica Below Zero, which is basically their second game, I think just got his last early access update, so maybe things will get timed up just right and we'll head straight into that one. Should I get Subnautica? I can get it for free 2 months with the Game Pass? Yeah, I would absolutely get it. Give it a shot. Like, what's the worst that can happen? It's, seriously, it's so much fun. The fact that I've beaten this game several times, and I'm still in here loving every second of this, that's the best description I can give you of how fun it is. Hey, Palo. The return of Sea Flooper? Absolutely. Okay. Where was the room that we needed the laser cutter for? I don't even recall. That's not the way. Never knew you played Subnautica. It's your most favorite game ever? It's a great game. I played it, I don't know, 2016, probably? You can probably see when you purchased a game on Steam. I could go back and look. Like, I've been a fan of this game for a very long time. I don't know what, if we hit the ground there and got in the water? It's gotta be down here. Gonna need to equip this. Right at the end of the last one, we actually got to make this laser cutter, so we can actually get through here. Reminds you of Ark? Yeah, kinda. Underwater Ark in a way. Phantom, I might go with the over-under, because there's a lot of missions that actually require it. Could maybe get you enough to get a tent anyway. Got PDAs. Let's see. I think we got a flashlight, right? I must have put it away. That's a battery. That's water. That's always good, actually. Just for the sake of inventory reasons. Just go ahead and drink that. That is another battery. Won't have to make any of those for a while. Medkits are nice. More PDAs. The nice thing about some of those PDAs is they give you, like, codes for some of the rooms. So we want to pick those up. I don't see that we're missing anything else here, in the prawn base up this way. So this is what we were missing out on last time and why I wanted to come back. The stuff in here is kind of useful in the later game. Do I need to repair? Trying to not have to step in the flames. What's up, Smells Fishy? Catch you later. Friend for 15 years was in a serious car accident. 4 broken ribs, collapsed lung, broken pelvis, internal bleeding. Gonna go see how he's doing. Hopefully he's doing okay, man. Absolutely, priorities. Go see him. The VODs and everything are always here, so that is definitely what you should be doing. Appreciate the heads up and you stopping by still, man. Power cell. Very nice. Okay. We need to scan 3 of these. Is that like Giancarlo? Am I saying that right? Thank you so much for the bits. This. Oh no, we need 4 of these now. I think it used to be 3. That's 2. Is there anything down here? I don't think there is. I guess we're at the couple of seconds to check. Looks like mostly just electrical issues and... Ah, there's a fire extinguisher, but that's not too much use to us. If we can get up out of here... Guess this is the smarter way to go. Less flames. There's one right there. I think. Yeah. Bottom boy's gonna be back in a bit. Sounds good, man. Appreciate you. And Giancarlo, thank you again. I think that's also one that we can get. And we got another message. We got several to play when we get back. Probably lots of life pods to explore yet. And have we been... I don't think we've been back here. No, definitely not. Okay, we have 2 of these anyway. What? Not what I wanted to do. Flames first, scans later. Oh, guess that one's out of fuel already. We may need to go back and get that other one. Oh, yep. On fire is good. That's the amount of times that I do that. I think I get the entire fire out. There's one little bitty flame like that, and then I'm on fire. It's great. Okay. There was tables, which we're probably never going to need, but worth it. I don't know for sure, but I think these flames will spread if you don't have them completely out. I don't know what the point of vending machines are, but... Cooked flooper, I mean... Yes. These shelves can be useful. We'll see what happens as far as base building and stuff goes. I'd rather have this stuff than not. Might as well, since we're filling up on those. I'm gonna just drop that. And that one. Let's get a fresh one. Think that's it for in here. Oh, no it's not. The most important poster in the entire game. Got... I think this is all food and water. Did say supply room. There's cups. Wouldn't that be great? Could just scoop up all the seawater. Nope. Let me have it. Is that it? Pretty simple room. We went in there. Guess I'm going the wrong way now. This is apparently locked. That one's locked. Nothing back there. There are more rooms here than I remember. Okay. Do I have cabin 1? So this is why we want to make sure we pick up all of the, whatever I just called them. PDAs. Codes and clues. Cabin number 1, 1869. There you go. Other than hitting escape all the time, because that's just part of this, evidently. Grab the Sea Kitty poster. I could never leave without it. A hat. Okay. I don't think these storage bags are worth anything. Because they take up... Alright. Didn't mean to pick that up. I believe they take up the same amount of inventory space as they, like, hold. So it doesn't matter. Don't know if you want hints, but there's something in the prawn bay that's useful. Yeah, hints are definitely appreciated. I will head back there. I'm sure you're not talking about, like, the prawn suits themselves, and not the fire extinguisher. I'd like to look around first, before I just straight up ask what it is. So am I looking underwater then? Beds are actually good, by the way. Can rest through some of the night. Eclipse and Giancarlo, thanks for the bits again. Really appreciate you guys. There's a bunch of these little storage things. They're always empty as far as I know. Alright. Guess we'll take all the posters with us. Probably want to get rid of that. Just for the sake of not dying. Captain's quarters. There is a way to get that code. I don't think we have it. There is notes to self. That's for the cargo bay. I think I've tried the 1806 before. And that's Life Pod 6. Just to be thorough. Oh, there's not even a 0 on there. Never mind. Won't do that. That one's locked. So now we gotta go back to the other side. Have you played Assassin's Creed? I have not. Cabin 7. I guess I haven't gone in here. Don't remember being in here. There's a PDA. Batteries and water. Think that is it, just to be sure. Nothing else added in there. Cabin 4, more PDAs. Contract legal recording? Posters. I think this is the last 2 rooms. Got enough first aid kits for a while. Natural selection. Interesting. Was that dinging sound something I was causing? You need to put out some fire. Okay. I appreciate the hints and not just straight up telling me. Makes it a lot more interesting. Let's get rid of all that. Oh. Yeah, I can't go in that one. Well, alright. Back we go then. You know, probably had I really read into that, if I can remember where I'm... How do I get out of here? This way. Yeah. Anyway, probably should have read into the clue of there being a fire extinguisher down there. Alright, we'll start putting out fire. Oh, wait. Is it... No, there's nothing in there. Is it that? Storage module. Betcha that was it. I had no idea. Has that always been there? Okay. Setting ourselves on fire repeatedly is not good. But... I was unaware of that. I'm gonna assume that was it.
Black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
Wait. What? Black box signature would be kind of good. The other side of the hull breach. Wait. Hull breach would be where the hole is, which I have no idea if that's relevant or not. That was it? Good. Getting more messages. I honestly don't have the slightest clue if that was a relevant thing. I think we've been in here already. Don't imagine there's anything back that way. Looks like a wall. Yeah, I don't remember that part, so I guess for the moment we'll just sort of get out of here. If we find out we gotta come back, that's not a big deal. And we can just scoot through where we cut the door. Which way is out? This way. Look underwater? We actually did do that. That we did do. I have no clue what anything you're saying is. It'll, for the most part, just be stuff that we need to advance in one way or another. I didn't even read that. What's up, Wyatt? That's a little annoying. Yes, the Seamoth one, so that's going to be good. Just so you guys can kind of see what that was that we picked up. Once we get out to the Seamoth, which will be in just a second, we can actually basically store stuff in the Seamoth, and we'll be able to carry a lot more back with us anytime we go looking for resources. People are calling you? What? A lot of you guys are saying under the water? Alright. I'm gonna appreciate the hints and we'll go back. So, I did a video series on this game years ago and I talked about that before. It makes it a lot more interesting, the dynamic of live streaming, and especially you guys not straight up telling me what's going on. Still get to learn it, but usually in the past it was like through seeing it in videos or whatever. I almost thought that was the one where we jump into the water. That would have been a little dangerous. Do we have the... Oh yeah, we do have the Sunday stream on there now. Nice. This is the one that I almost thought the last was. How much? 9%, but we have batteries on us. Why do I get so disoriented in this game? Wait. Is this right? Yes, okay. You guys say underwater. These are things that I was entirely unaware mattered. Somebody said, like, go under. Like this? There's gonna be... There's a flashlight. I'm guessing that's not it. Well, good to know there's actually stuff in here. I didn't even know you could really navigate this stuff. Don't see anything back there. This is interesting. Any parts where it wasn't something I used to do gets my interest so much more. There's always more to this game. The radio thing? Oh, yeah. That was just, we'll get those when we get back. Not sure if I'm doing this quite right, but I didn't see anybody saying that was it as far as a flashlight, so there must be something else. Some of you guys are saying top left. I can't even figure out where top left is. Maybe like up higher? Well, I wouldn't think it's up here. Depends so much on your orientation where top left actually is. Ooh, that was laggy. Looks like Windows pipe screensaver. Actually kind of does. Alright. I'm gonna ask, since we're basically just going in circles at this point. When you say top left, yeah. Top is at the top, left is at the left. Yeah, see, thanks. That's exactly what I was about to ask. Top left, oriented in what direction? Far right. Okay. Hold on. Let's actually get on. What is happening? Okay. I don't appreciate that. Let's just on the side towards the door, right? This side. I assume. Guess it could be up there too. Why is this letting me swim like this? This is kind of left. I don't know how it's top. That's very bright. Have I committed any big brain moves? I haven't even almost drowned yet. You should be proud of me. This is the side towards the door. Can I get, like, under here more? I can't seem to go forward there. Quite the strugs. There's a few strugs in the form of obstacles to where I'm trying to get to. As if I knew where I was trying to get to. I mean, Nubsautica. Yes, Billy. 99% sure that's the wrong side. You have to go under where the pipes are. Gives you a tunnel. Under pipes, then look up. Okay. Well then, let's get air. Under where the pipes are. Then look up. This is probably a bad choice of where, like, this far down? Then look up? I'm not necessarily sure that I'm in... Wait, is it like over on this side? I'm looking for a tunnel, apparently. This? Bet this is it. Okay. I think I'm where you guys are trying to get me to go. I don't know what's in here. And because I don't, I'm going to be a lot more thorough in looking around. This is a something. Oh, the black box.
Integrating new PDA data.
So is that the specific thing that I was after? Ooh, more stuff. This Aurora is a lot more extensive than I was aware of. And that's why live streaming is good, because I wouldn't have known. Losing brain cells at an alarming rate. That's just what happens on these streams. You did it. Alright, I'm glad that we got that solved. That's what I need you guys for. Okay, this is just to check. Yeah, I can't get air here, so I'm gonna worry about that in a minute.
Integrating new PDA PDA.
Can get air right there, so that's not a big deal. We have several doors with passcodes. I wonder if that black box has that stuff. I'm gonna guess this is just specifically for air the way it looks. Nothing else there. Okay, let's read for a second. Lab access. 6483. I don't know which one is the lab, but I guess we will find out. Is this a thing? I can't scan it. Nothing is labeled, but 6483. Ooh. We're gonna have to sample analyzer. We're gonna have to probably, yeah, start dropping stuff. Let's eat and drink. That's quite annoying how shaky that is. Don't need these medkits. I don't recall that those microscopes and stuff are any kind of good, but
Integrating new PDA data.
data bank corruption was detected? What?
New blueprint acquired.
Said something about my
Data bank
repulsion
corruption was detected
cannon?
on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Okay. Interesting. It's just a circle. Holy, I wasn't ready for that. Hydrochloric Henry, thanks for the Prime sub, man. Welcome back. Good to have you here again. Okay, let's go back up for air. I guess this is as good a spot as any. Let's read that again. That is good to know about the peepers. That's, hold on. Don't know why that was happening. I think that was it then. So there were several other doors with codes, and we'll try that on all of them. Was the one... I swear I saw two on my way in here. Did I? Or did I not? Maybe there was only the one. Now... how did I even... It's like down here. And then... nope, that's back up out. Eventually I'll figure this out. Down like this. That is so well hidden. You'd really have to be looking to find that one. I think there's probably a reason that it's not, at least to my knowledge, necessary to complete the game then. And at this point, assuming you guys don't have something for us to turn around back to. Am I going backwards? I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna try that on the captain's quarters just to see. That would be right up here. It said it was the lab code, but I mean, it can't hurt to give it a try. Which 200 are you after? Or which 200 is who after? What's up, Sorwing? Almost off the Aurora. Only took 30 minutes. Some of it some back and forth. That's everything? Alright. So I'm gonna guess, if you're saying that's everything, it's also another entrance/exit. I also didn't go the right way to go to the captain's quarters, but if that's everything, then we won't worry about going back. So I've seen like speed runs of this game and stuff, and I wondered which door that 6483 was for, because they use that. Now I know. You just hit the big brain. It's the last time you'll see it on this stream, I promise. Ow. Antine, I think I'm gonna guess you're on Android mobile. For some odd reason, it doesn't seem to allow you to contribute if you are. I don't get that at all. Can't find any cave salt for the Lost River, should be it. Or any stream. Yeah, I meant like my streams in general, not just this one particular one. Okay. Avoid Mr. Creeper Leviathan, ideally.
Captain.
Head back to somewhere. I hear him. Where are you at? Oh, hi. Yeah, you go that way. That is appreciated. So our waypoint isn't there again. The heck is that? Seriously, what is that? I don't even know. This is an upside down life pod. Well, I'm not sure if we've gotten the coordinates for that one or not. There's a thing in here. Guess we'll bring that with us.
Integrating new PDA
Creature decoy.
data.
I think that's for the Cyclops. Go give him a hug. No, thanks. I think he's in one of those moods. He just doesn't want a hug. Go give him a present. When we get the perimeter defense mechanism, I'll give him a present. Oh, there's two different kinds of sulfur. There's a lot of new things, apparently, since I've played this, which is gonna actually make this, I think, a lot more interesting. Probably should be going along the seafloor if we're headed over here. I think our base is back past the life pod, and we can throw the waypoint back on. Is there anything that might be something useful? Is that a scanner room? Those I don't imagine we're gonna need, but essentially, if you build one,
Integrating new PDA data.
you can like have it look for materials and give you an idea of where they are. Nuclear waste might be good.
New blueprint acquired.
Depends on if we end up in an area where there's enough uranium. Lead I don't care for. Silver might be good. Just gonna ditch a med kit. Bring that with us. We don't have many of those. And I guess that's good. Yeah, that's what Settlers does, Billy. It just slowly drains you of your joy you get when you play that game. Okay. I don't know what this is. Is this just a random little pass? Oh, crash fish aren't good. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Don't touch my ship. Guess we'll hurt it ourselves by crashing into the wall. Okay. That was good. How bad do we... Where are we? What the... Alright. Not too bad. Let's just... Beacon manager... Trying to go to life pod 17. That's roughly where our base is at. Right over there. Hey, Ragnar. There's a few more blueprints on the ground around the Aurora on the side you were on. We might have gotten some of them, at least, the first time we went over there. I'm sure we'll be back, but I appreciate that. Hunting in the deep blue now? Hunted probably is more accurate, but yes. You should invest in CMOS storage containers. CMOS storage containers. So we have the storage module. That's a mobile vehicle bay. We have that. I'm not sure what storage containers are. Have you gotten magnetite yet? No, we're going to head down there in a second. Okay, we have not... Actually... Ah! The heck was that? Where is it? Nope, not that one. Am I blind? Yes. I am. Okay. How did I not know that was there? Interesting. I'm the prey in this game. That is for certain. Oh, I went straight to the... Yeah. The amount of confusion I have sometimes in this game knows no bounds. That's what you meant, storage modules? Can you have more than one? Because if so, for one, that's going to be news to me, but sounds like good kind of news. Okay, we're going to start playing these because we have several.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12. Coordinates attached. Warning, Life Pod has sunk beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
That was a little bit of a creepy voice. I just think we're going to need yet another locker. I was hoping to not build too many of these, but we are getting pretty full up on materials, so I don't even think really these things are useful, but I suppose they're worth having. Posters we'll worry about a little bit later because we're going to build another base eventually. And eventually we got to really sort these things too. Good enough. And we need to play more of these. I thought. No, that was the only one? Okay. Not as bad as I was thinking then. So, yeah. I want to take that off. I guess there's no point in taking the rest of the rad suit off until we build something else. Switch those. And rebreather on is going to help us. Should go to the floating island. We are going to go over there. I don't know. LifePod 12 first? Why not? Where is LifePod 12 though? We have... Goodness, that's far. Well, we have a little adventure to go on. My weekend was pretty good, Ragnar. Hope yours was as well. I was entirely unaware you could have more than one storage container on the Seamoth. That is really, really good to know. So I like to have the perimeter defense mechanism, and a lot of times, later in the game, depending on where I've set up, I say this as if I played this game a bunch of times. I've started the game a bunch of times and played through it a few. The solar charger has been something I like to have. Because I'll put the prawn suit in the Cyclops or the Moonpool. I want to make sure that we don't just like zip through this game and skip all the fun stuff that we have the potential to do, so I'm hoping to build at least one really good base, Cyclops, all that good stuff. If you go to the back of the Aurora and drive straight with your back facing the thrusters, that's the easiest way to find the island. Do you mean the Rendezvous Point Island or the other island? Pod 12 is best pod? Oh, 12. I didn't even... Of course we should go to LifePod 12 first. That one didn't even cross my mind. I should be ashamed of that. Still got to get all the cuttlefish eggs. That's something else we probably ought to do. Oh. Ran over a fish. Because I've never done that. Never had one with me. I'm not sure if they're really any use to you.
New blueprint acquired.
Well, that's a useless tunnel. Is there anything else good? I don't see any. If we're going to be taking this long trip, though, we have the storage. I think we actually ought to bring titanium back with us. It might not be today, but we'll be glad we did eventually. New emote? Yeah, a couple new emotes. Got the sketch one in there too. At some point you get a waypoint directly to that island. I can't remember exactly how that one works. These little creepy dudes that just go through the floor, that's fine. Just realized there's a chat box. Yeah, that's specifically for when the YouTube VODs come out. Because then I'm not just talking to nothing. Do you guys think, though, should I move that up a little bit more? Probably should. That emote, you like it? I like it. Let me see if I can do that without too much effort. If I... that's good enough. Gonna make it a little bit smaller, but I think keeping it like off of the... What's this? Creature egg. I don't think that's a cuttlefish egg, so I'm gonna just get rid of that. Anyway, keeping it off the like bottom right info there is good. Back on paste to this. Ooh, this stuff's good. This is a decent source of what I know that sound. I don't know where you are, but I heard you. There's a ghost leviathan around here, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I want to bring that back with us. Oi! Excuse you. That was rude. What do you use creature eggs for? You can hatch them in like the little fish tanks. And then if you do it that way... Actually, I'm not sure what you do with the bigger ones. I was gonna say you can just raise them and have them for food, but not the bigger ones. I don't even know. That might be the only way to get some of these larger fish in those tanks. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to stay away from it. Maybe that's not a ghost leviathan. Maybe that's a different...
Detecting volcanic activity and
You don't say.
unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
This thing got all screwed up.
Integrating new PDA data.
Sometimes the blueprints are laying outside. Hey! Stay away from me. I don't need it. I don't see any here, though. Don't even see any scannables. Can you not? I'm just trying to live my life over here. They're tame once you raise them. Stalkers gather metal salvage and bring it back to your base. How was I unaware of all these useful things? I have no idea. That cannot have been normal. Oh my goodness, we need to get out of here. Just gonna go up. Up and away and then repair. Finally got it. What do we finally get? Okay. Enough to, well, if I had the thing equipped, enough to repair. There was something useful next to the crater? I should, like, watch what I'm doing. Was that? Yeah, fully repaired. Alright, we'll take one quick look then. Oh, there's a wreck. Well, maybe we ought to explore that. I said it earlier in, actually, the last stream. These things I get so disoriented in. Ooh, that's what we need. Imagine that. The plant that I just cut, we needed a grow bed to actually, like, have a bunch of them in our base. In that case, we're going to bring a lot of that home. A consistent source of water, even if it's not the best source of water, is definitely good. Power transmitter.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. It's a little bit spooky, but it's fine. There's something. I like the look of that. What do we got? Lightweight, high-capacity tank. I think we're going to want that too. It just gets us titanium. Let's go back to the Seamoth for a second and get air. Now we can add like 12 more emotes. We got partner? Yeah. What the? Why are these... Is that just something that happens here? Or is that some kind of unintended consequence of... I don't know. Some of the movement. Because there's just creatures that are getting launched past us. Spicy fish? Quite. Okay. Everybody, first of all, I'm going to go see what's in here. Ow. Everybody cross your fingers that we don't get too lost in here, because that is a thing that I will do. Get away from my Seamoth. What are you doing? Why you gotta torment me? Alright. First aid kit to not die. I think I'm just gonna park this right in here, so hopefully that big meanie stays away. Yikes. Okay, it's fine. It's these tunnels that get me. And that. When you get flipped around to properly orient and open a door. Okay, that's just out. Stasis rifle fragment? I feel like we have one. Because of a, what are they called? Because of a capsule thing. Time capsule. What's up, G? What day is it? Definitely not Sunday. I don't know what's going on out there, but if they're messing with my Seamoth, I'm gonna be big mad. The waypoint hasn't disappeared, so they haven't... Whoa. Yeah, they haven't ruined it. Ooh, there's stuff down here. Can I, like, pick it up? Or... There we go.
Integrating new PDA.
Another data box. Sonar upgrade. Okay.
New blueprint.
We're gonna... hopefully find our way out. I think it's just through here. No, this isn't it. This is a different way. I don't approve of this. This is what happens. This is how I get disoriented. Modification station. That's good. Do we have that already? We do now.
New blueprint.
How did I get in here, and then how do I get out? I saw the Seamoth. Did I get in right here? Oh, I did. So I was trying to figure out, when I saw the Seamoth facing down, I thought that we went in a different way. But what happened was one of those creatures pushed it and got me confused. What's up, Air Force? Sean Johns. Still think this game would have been a blast if they had multiplayer. We talked about that on the last stream. I was thinking the same thing, but I do appreciate the, like, solo aspect of it and get why they maybe wouldn't do it. Still, though, it would be a lot of fun to get to do with friends. You are a very big brain. Thank you, Air Force. Hope you're having a good day as well. General concept of Subnautica, essentially, your, like, company, they talk a lot about, oh, what's the name of it? Altera, which is like the company that your ship is, I guess it's the company's ship, let's say it that way. It crash lands on this alien planet, and there are other survivors, but you never get to meet them. Oh. Alien vent. Sure. Anyway, by the end you want to get off the planet. The creature's attracted to the light? Didn't know that was a thing. I do like to leave the lights on because, again, it's just my sense of direction is unbelievably terrible. And if I can have the lights shining into one of the openings, sometimes that helps me orient myself and get out. But maybe I should have those off. Alright, gee, sounds good. Wouldn't call it a horror game. It's definitely not. I think you're right, it is classified as, but it's, I don't know. There's very few times where you actually get jump scared. Most of the time, like, you know what's going on and that kind of stuff. I just like it as a survival base building, essentially. Classing it that way. Thanks for the explanation anytime. Our thing is gone again. Soon we're gonna get the... Maybe we gotta go to the rendezvous point. Is that what I'm forgetting? Probably. Well, what's our... Let's get that taken care of first. We're almost to the base. It's a horror game once you reach the active lava zone. I never thought it was that bad, but I also very much avoided the the big nose that are down there. I think we're going to turn that on rather than just getting lost. Because I'll probably get lost. That's true, Sean Johns. Like, when you initially have that experience, it's pretty spooky. Hopefully the buffers are over, Ragnar. Do you play Ark? I don't play Ark because I've been told that I would probably get addicted to it, and I think that is most likely true, and I just don't have the time to commit to that kind of thing because I think I would enjoy it a lot. It's pretty much why I've avoided it. Get more storage modules? We will get them, but I don't even think we have the thing to craft them right now. Let's see what this message is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Aurora, we're approaching the
Oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting for.
We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
I need lead. I think we have that stored. So, I'm pretty sure that when we do that, we're going to be picking up a lot of materials over there. So having that CMOth thing, the storage module, is going to be pretty key. What is this going to do? It just sort of hangs out over. That's fine. And exterior, we want the grow bed. This platform is a lot bigger than I thought. We'll probably have several of these at some point, so right there is good enough. Plant these guys.
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy.
Yes.
Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches and stag root.
What did she call it? Something root? So we're going to try to get some stuff done around the base here. And then 15 minutes-ish. Maybe not even. Something like that, though. We'll head over to the rendezvous point. There was... oh, that has to be the modification station, though. I don't know if we're going to make that or not right now. Just because I really don't intend on, like, keeping this base for that much longer. I don't feel like we should set up everything. Other than our posters. I like how they have that one. It's a little bit uneven. That's gonna be annoying, but it's fine. Have you ever thought about adding in quality of life mods? Not really. Why? Curious what you're getting at there. Knife, scanner, habitat. Repair, I guess. So, we can, at the moment... I don't know that any of this stuff is all that necessary for this particular base. Modification station doesn't need too much. I mean, a bed wouldn't be a bad deal. Can we even fit it in there, though? I kind of doubt it. Well, when we go to the island, we're going to get a lot of the better, like, room things, so... Oh, you meant the other island. I gotcha. Well, I think... Let me change my mind real quick. I think we can do it quickly enough if we bring some food and water along with us. I really don't think we need to. And ditch all of these materials. I'm pretty sure we have time to go down and check out whatever the, like, floating mushroom stuff is that's not that far from us. Doesn't take that long. The one thing I don't have a med kit. I want to have a med kit. There are a bunch of the stinger plants, I don't know what they're called, and I have a really hard time for some reason not just dying to those. Do I not have a single med kit? There we go. Okay. Still gonna be 35 minutes till that lands. Seamoth currently 41% power. It's literally right near us. If I can remember exactly where the entrance is, that'll be great, but somewhere right over in here. There's some mods that add more tool slots or add snap placement for objects to make placing items next to each other easier. A lot of times games like this I like to just play like, you know, the game itself, even though that would be kind of nice. I think this is the way in. Or a way in? Is it? No, this isn't it. Back up out. Somehow that didn't do damage. I think it's right by the wreck somewhere. I don't remember exactly though. If you go to the surface, there's two big clouds. Yeah, I have seen those. I'm not too worried about getting to the islands, like, you know, immediately. This might be it. Yikes. If I could, you know, not run into things, that would be great. Those eels creep me out, but there's some pretty useful stuff down here too, including materials. Pretty sure, at least, there should be magnetite or whatever it's called. Whatever can be scanned from this will be good. There's PDA. I think it's just the eels down here making that noise.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
There's a battery attached to that.
New PDA data.
I never saw that. Okay.
Conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms.
Who knows, Lucky?
An artificial structure somewhere in the region.
It could happen.
New blueprint acquired.
Did I see the tail of, like, a thing? I guess not. This stuff. We want to bring a decent amount of that back. It's used in a fair amount of crafting, and I don't want to have to come back here over and over. Giant things of gold that we need the prawn suit for. This game is cool. It's very cool. I enjoyed it a lot. Proposed Degasi habitat. Yeah, I didn't realize it just gave you a waypoint to that, but that's sort of where we were headed. Let's hope these aren't going to smoke us here. I don't even know if they can hurt the Seamoth. They might be able to. There's the base down here. Yeah, that was the whole reason we came down. What is that guy? I don't even know where he went.
New creature discovered.
Ai? Well, that's a unique name. This is the thing I got out for. Diamond. We need that for the modification station, so good to have. Did I ever use a drink from your hydrate? I might not have. Might have been distracted. Did now, though. Magnetite's good for the scanner room. Good to know. Still don't know if we'll build that or not. I mean, just the ultimate base with everything would be kind of a useful thing, so maybe. Are you a mermaid or something? Nah, I got an air tank on. Don't even worry. More diamonds. Yikes. Don't run into that. I thought I just heard one of those... I don't know what they're called, but the, like, squid-looking things that can shock you in the power from whatever you have goes away for a little while. I don't see one. I don't think they're in this area. Swear I heard one though. I think we'll be looking pretty good with the amount that we're finding here. Oh. Useful, because I didn't know that was there. The sounds in this game. Sometimes they're scarier than the things themselves. So, I have many a time died down here. Not because of the eels. Because I'm really good at running into those little stinger plants and then just dying. Get everything we can from outside first. Nuclear reactor. I thought we had something for that. Guess not. Moonpool fragment that we do have. So you find diamonds in this game also? Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter what game we're playing. Just finding diamonds. Got another message too. Did we complete the modification station? We did. Pig scary sounds? Yeah, exactly. The timer at the top? That is when the ship that's supposed to save us is going to arrive. I don't think I'm... Oi! Get away from my sea moth. It's not in good shape to begin with. Anyway, I don't think I'm spoiling too much by saying it's not going to save us. Would you not? I'm trying to repair it. Stop it. Okay. Maybe if we park it like in here, he'll struggle to get to it. Anyway, I didn't really know that you could get these room blueprints down here. Good to know. Takes a little while. I think there's a PDA. Goodness. If I could get in there. And we'll do the first sort of room area. Probably going to go back for air just because, like I said, I get disoriented really easily. Yeah, that's why I die. That is exactly why I die. Let me in. Get that. That said we had it. We've got one of these beds already. Wall planter. I mean, I guess. Did it ask nicely to save you? It sort of more told me. It was kind of demanding that it was going to save me, you know? Guess we picked that up. And zip through here. That hurt again. Is this the way? Yeah. Avoid that one, I hope. Ah! Seamoth. Parked in the weirdest place ever, but I guess it works. So there's an upstairs too, and there's stuff that's actually worth getting. I think, yikes. I think we're hitting things. I think we have to go back in the same way. Pretty sure. I didn't know you, like, heal from the stinger stuff. That's news to me. It's in like this. And then up through. Can I go back down? This is... Is this just the same room? I don't think that did anything for us. Well, there's this. I thought there was more to it than that. There definitely is. There's definitely a thing that we haven't gotten. I don't know where it is, but we're missing some. Is he messing with our Seamoth again? I don't... hold on. Just... Okay, I see it now. I couldn't see the waypoint to the Seamoth, and that had me worried. It's on like a desk, I swear. Ow. I'm so confused. Okay, let's go back out for air and scan from the outside, because that may help us. Unless they moved it. We've been in that room. This thing is not in good shape. Eels. Is that right, Billy? Scan observatory? Did miss that. Strugs emote would be perfect right about now. I was gonna make one, but I am definitely not talented enough. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking of the one in the... I don't even know what it's called. Different place. Think we're good. Think we're good. We still got 20-something minutes. Actually didn't even need our Seamoth. Or at least the storage compartment thing. Grand Reef, that's the one. That's the one. The room is what you had to scan. I don't know why I was thinking that was down here. That wasn't why I came down originally. I just wanted the stuff we did scan, but yeah, there's a important item in a similar base. All the hashtag strugs. It's the best we can do for now without the emote itself. I don't know that we stopped here. I like how they just had little pieces of bases everywhere. That is a thing. See what that is. First aid, that's actually possibly useful. I think that's it. Don't want those guys getting anywhere near my Seamoth. They almost broke it before. Had they done that, we would have had to probably make a new one completely, for one. But I think we would have also died and been spawned outside, because there's no way we were swimming out of here in time. Just collecting everything we can. We got the time. Is this available on console? As far as I know, it's on both PS4 and Xbox. It's probably on PS5 too, but I don't know. Eels with a big spook. They're mean. I don't care for them. More stuff. Gold. Diamond. All good things. Think it's on Switch now? I thought that it was just going to be below 0. Is this one as well? They did pretty good at optimizing it from where it used to be, but that would seem like one heck of an accomplishment to get this game on Switch. Oh, there is a way out above the base. You're right. I forgot about that. Which side? Oh, we're already right by our base. So we'll drop stuff off. Storage is going to be kind of key here. They're doing both. That's cool. I mean, since the Switch that isn't the Switch Lite can be played like on a full-size screen. Makes sense? Oh, it's not done growing yet. Alright, we're gonna do a locker again, because I think we need it. Finding it's the most difficult part of the whole thing. Get rid of all the stuff. I guess bringing one battery's not a bad idea. Okay. And we'll head over. We'll play this too.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Have we been to LifePod 7?
Coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
I don't know, but we'll head there in a little bit. What's up, Hunter Man? Still committing bad? I've struggled with anything that's not super open exploration today, so you just missed the base stuff. It's a lot of stuffs. It is, but we're gonna need quite a lot of room here for what we have the potential to find over at this place. I think. Pretty sure this is the island that I'm remembering. He hasn't died yet? I mean, I intend to not die this entire time. That's my hope.
Seek fluid intake.
I wanted to essentially treat it as a hardcore playthrough, but the biggest thing I wanted were the low oxygen warnings, because looking at chat and stuff, I knew naturally I would just miss that, and I definitely did a lot early. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't remember those guys being there. Is this... what's straight below us here? Isn't this the Grand Reef? Kinda just for future knowledge. Nah, I don't think it is. I don't know what it is. Can't go a whole lot deeper. What is down there?
Warning, maximum depth 3.
It's just a
Hull damage
little
imminent.
more that we can go to see right now. Well, then I don't know what that is. There's a Reaper near this island too, so probably should be a little more careful. If only the Sunbeam knew. If only. The imminent strugs would not occur. Another radio message. This is the one, if I remember right, that there's like an entrance under the island. I hear Mr. Reaper, but I think we're good. Yeah. Good bit to do on this one yet.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
Got plenty of time to go and look around. I don't know if I should have brought more water, because I don't think we actually find any in here. What do we have? I mean, that'll get us by.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So we need to... I think we gotta go this way. If I remember right. Which I probably don't. I was commissioned to send that meme to you yesterday, is that right? I looked at it, but it didn't have a very good response, so I just sort of enjoyed it at its face value, and that was that. Oh, I think I was supposed to... yeah, the rendezvous point is something completely different. Oops. Don't know why I was thinking that was the same thing. I think there's a lot of... like... resources we can pick up around here. Ooh. Let's not go that way. Are there trees on this, this island? Because that's what I was wondering. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Wasn't there another way? This way. It's gotta lead to something. No, no touch. Yeah, there's lithium and stuff here. Diamonds. Lithium, I think, is good for a lot of structural stuff. Getting stuck back there was not something I needed. I don't even know that going up here right now gains us anything other than the resources, which there are plenty of. Trying to keep an eye on the time too, because even though myself and a lot of you know what happens, I think it'll be good to actually be at the landing site here in just about exactly 16 minutes. There's a lot more here than I realized. Just So I got room. Well, we'll be looking good on the valuable resources. Both islands have them. Good to know, because we're probably going to need it. Shouldn't struggle with computer chips and such for a little while. Okay. Don't know what that was, but a little bit creepy. Lithium, ow. To my knowledge, lithium's not too tough to find, so we may drop a little of that. I don't even know how much you need diamonds, though, either. Okay, there's a lot more than we can carry. I'm not sure. One of these actually brings us somewhere that we need to be. Or that it'll be, ow, useful to be. We're going to go back to the Seamoth, drop off everything that we have. Again, there is a Reaper by this island. Yeah, the fall damage is a little overdone, I would say, Mick. Just a little. Sounds good, Hunter Man. Alright, we're going to drop, that was a little laggy, as much as we can in here. Go back, pick up everything we can again. I guess, actually, because we have the thing, there might be some stuff that we want to and need to pick up in this big structure, so maybe we'll do that first. Where do you get the creepvine seed cluster? It's the big, like, kelp-looking things, the yellow glowy seeds on them. It'll give us access to this room. That's the way out.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Big male metal. That's what I'm hearing.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Did they play it? Somebody said you can play these now. I don't see that you can play that. Too much reading, and especially when we're trying to do stuff. Okay.
Achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Well, thanks for the information. It's these things that I wanted to make sure that we bring back with us. And by the way, we got some of those in one of the time capsules that we picked up, so we're a bit ahead of the game in that aspect. Cut the trees with the blue leaves. Alright. We will do that if we need it. I actually don't think we're going to. Should be fine. There's another room that we definitely have not yet gone in. If I can find that, that'll be great.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
Where is the other room? There's like a almost Cyclops moon pool type thing. I know it's accessible. As for how to get to it, I don't necessarily recall. Well, this is where we came in. It's not down there. Oh, there's like a elevator almost. How did I miss that? It's down here. I have 11 minutes. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Don't even worry. It's 11 minutes and there's almost another like 30 seconds or more that it takes for everything to get going, so we got time. Oh, that's actually cool, Mick. Am I losing my mind? No, it's this way. Goodness. I was really getting worried there. Ooh, did you, Billy? Big male blacktail? I sort of thought that you got another one of those purple thingies. Maybe you do yet. This is the room we're supposed to be in. And there are scannables. Yes, hey Mick. It's a little much to read. Another ion cube up there. These are good for crafting and some of the stuff that advances the story. I don't know what's through that door yet. Try to take things one area at a time. There's the thing that we need. Luckily it glows. Either the elevator or the moon pool has a force field. Yeah, I thought there was another one that I need to interact with. That's why I wanted to go and grab that one that we just got there. We're sitting on plenty of space still. Alien device? That's weird that it, like, does that as we scan it. Doomsday device, yeah. It's a good thing to interact with. This is why we need that. Instead of call them scanning item, now we call them scannables.
Facilities control room lies beyond this doorway.
Oh yeah. It's a little story thing that kind of happens here. I don't know why they don't make you bleed a little bit from that, but now
Control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine.
if you guys saw,
Scan complete.
yeah,
Bacterial infection in your system is progressing, detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain. Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank."
there's a lot going on. So that I think there's one more doorway to get through. Still got about 8 minutes here. We timed this quite well. Made it back home and I didn't drown. Were you underwater too? I think this is the way we gotta go yet. I don't even know where this leads. Oh. In here. Okay. You would faint if that thing tried to stab you? I mean, the spookiness that brings. There's a way to
Fluid intake
activate
immediately.
these. I know, we're not doing good there. If I just for the sake of it. No, you can't equip them. I guess this is one that we have to activate from the other side. Okay, let's go get something for fluid so we don't just die out here. Why would you infect yourself? Since you've played before? I guess I should have thought of that. I should have just not crash landed as well. Activate it through the other side. Yeah. That's the one, if I'm not mistaken, that's in the Sea Emperor Leviathan's area. Oh, flooding is bad. I see. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I'll definitely check out whatever you send me there. We're at 8 on the water thing, so how did I get in here? That's... Did I just go upwards? Because I should have known better than to do that, if I did. I don't know this game at all? No worries. I thought you were joking around. You have to get infected. The infection didn't start at that little time that we got stabbed there. We've been infected the entire time. The reason that we got stabbed by that and couldn't interact with it is because we have the infection in this facility is like set up to not allow anybody that has that disease to interact with it. Okay, we need to find some of the trees. We need to get some water. And I think we'll be in good shape. Now, this is most definitely the area where that Reaper lives, so staying right tight close to this stuff. I hear a warper too. Wouldn't need that today. Oh, that's not good, bottom boy. That doesn't help matters at all. Hope you guys are right that we can get water on this island, because if not, yikes. Somebody said like the blue plants, is it these? Maybe. Oh yeah. I think we can hold two.
Vital signs stabilizing.
This is a above ground plant, so I'm not sure there's any point bringing any of this back with us. Oh. Ate the entire tree. Haven't done that before in this game. Still got 5 minutes, and we still have some space in our inventory, so I think we'll run back up and around here. I'm pretty sure there's a scannable thing too. I swear it's like up high. You can grow it inside a base with an interior grow bed. The ones on the other island, in my opinion, are better anyway. Or I probably would. The something melon is the one that I like to use. Hey, Dustlayer, how's it going, man? Good to see you again. Alright. Back in here. This isn't where the thing is, but I guess if we're here, we're bringing all the resources home that we can carry. Wait. Not that way. Hey, Dre. What'd you miss? Not too much, but things are gonna get interesting here rather shortly. If I could ever choose a path that is the correct one, that would be pretty neat. I think it's like this. And then somewhere down here is where we... Oh. Well, I hope that water's deep enough. We're gonna find out. We're good. Because I'm betting, yeah, there's at least some kind of resources down here. Lithium. And we're actually getting pretty close to the 3 minutes, so want to make sure that we're out there. There's not as much going on here, though, I must say. Alright. Little sketch. Does this... Am I wrong about this? Or does this come out? No. Wait, maybe yes. I am not a fan. I think we're just gonna go back and go around. We still have time. I thought I knew where that went. I swear it's possible to park the Seamoth. Maybe that's the other island, though. Well, in that case, what's the way out of here? There has to be a path. Guess right over here. Rangers are getting crushed by the Bruins, are they? Lithium. I mean, we got some resources. Where is that scannable thing? That's the other island? Okay. Is the scannable, tablet on this island? Firework time? Just about. There's like a way... I thought it was up here, though. But we already went up there. 3-0 in the second? Oh. That's not so good. I know it was up high. We can dive straight back down into the water, I think, if this doesn't work. Yeah, this is the same way that we've been going. Well then, we'll just go down and be ready. Don't have too much time left, don't worry. We're gonna be there in time. Like I said, there's an additional little bit of time that it takes for the event to trigger. We've got plenty. Scannable by the facility entrance, is it? I was sure it was like way up there. Maybe I'm just in the wrong place. So like the entrance that we went in already? Like straight down here? Oh, wow. Don't mind me. Blind as heck. Thank you. Hey, we still have 30 seconds. Things are happening. Can I... Yeah. Overlays aren't needed for this. Here it goes. Everybody brace yourself. If you wondered the
Survivor,
measures they take.
Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone.
No turning back now?
10, 9, 8.
Don't know about that.
It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
And that was our ride home. Not gonna go home that way, actually. Too late for that? Yeah, no kidding. It's fun to see the fireworks anyway. I'll get my overlay back on. Alright. I think we got everything we actually need from this island. Plus the event. Should have turned back. Should have turned back. Death Star go boom. Yes. Since we're here. Toast. Slightly burnt to a crisp. Alright, we're gonna make this quick just in case Mr. Reaper is near. I always hear him. I rarely see him. I don't know. So we might as well go to the rendezvous point, Island 2. This whole time I thought we were waiting on that event to trigger, but we had them both. Imagine if a firework hit the Seamoth? I don't think they have any damage they can deal. More salvage? Yeah, there should have been metal scraps everywhere for us. That would be nice. If they added a little bit of something to gain from that. See how this guy's got all the green on him? That's the infection that we talked about earlier. Of course, we have gloves and stuff on, so you can't see it. Imagine missing that event. It's totally unnecessary to actually be there, but it's a lot more fun to get to see it. He hangs out of the subsurface entrance to the gun? Yeah, I thought when we went out that way that he was somewhere in that area. So we still need to probably build like 2 more lockers, empty out everything, and I guess we're going to be good to go straight to the rendezvous island. That one's a lot of scanning, a lot of stuff we got to make sure we bring back, but no big events like that. No caps. Not needed. That sounds interesting, Bottom Boy. I think I kind of am understanding where you're going with that. Our sad little base that we can actually add on to at any point here. Do we need to, though? I don't think yet. These should be fully grown. Can't actually do anything till we get everything going with the lockers.
This is Life Pod 4.
We've been there.
Landed close to the Aurora
Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal
We already got that one.
interrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Yeah, we're gonna need another locker. Because we have stuff in the Seamoth yet. Once you're cured, you won't have to deal with warpers anymore? Wait, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. They're like a creation to deal with that, aren't they? Gonna get one more to actually drink as well. Plant 2 more. Have that. If I go to the right side, need to put all of this in the base as well. Should you just escape and bring the disease to your planet and doom humanity? Yeah, it's a great idea. I like the way you think. I think with the Seamoth storage, we're going to be fine. I've never gotten to do the early game with the storage module before. That makes a heck of a difference for going to these islands. Basically a computer inside your head that allows you to pull up images over your eyes and view everything. Works off thoughts. You can text people and whatnot. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking it might be. It would be neat. Yeah, I forgot about that little bit of lore, or if that's a databank entry, or where I somehow knew about that, Mick, but you got a point. No more dealing with them. There's something. If we follow, instead of going at the surface, if we follow like the ocean floor, it's nickel, or it's not nickel. What is there's some kind of resource that we can actually use, I'm pretty sure, going this way. This gets deeper than I remember, though. And it's all just kind of barren. That looks like a Lost River kind of stuff. That's either Moonpool or Cyclops, and we're gonna need these. Oh, I think I see a thing. Power cell charger fragment. This was a good place to stop. I need one more of them. A lot of times they're like near each other. Moonpool fragment. I think we just got the one. There's some of the... Oh, rubies. They're one of the most useful things, the like power cell and battery chargers, but they don't make it easy. Is this another time capsule? Let's see what this one says. Didn't realize how many of these there were. Do we get the... Oh, we got another Sea Glide. Okay. At... I don't know which... Why is... No, this one has a better battery in it. Hey, what the heck? Get off me. I'm trying to do stuff here. I didn't even get to read that. I want to read it. The last day after a month surviving, I finally have a way to leave this desert of the sea. Might just miss this place. Alright, I'm not going to miss those guys doing that as we struggle along. So, having a second Sea Glide doesn't help us much, but the power source inside of it, that is actually good. And what I was trying to say before, those gel sacks we will need, so that's good. We're doing pretty good at finding random life pods. 19? Don't think I knew there was a 19. I don't see a single thing with it. Or were we here? I guess so.
30 seconds.
Alright. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, it's fine. This is fine. I can't even see. I don't know if we're gonna make this. If it wasn't for the rebreather, we would have 0 chance. That was scary. Wrong time for the power to die. Didn't need that. Okay. Crisis averted. Where? That's not the right way.
Holy!
There's a wreck here, too. I didn't even realize that. Eric, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Finally got the Twitch Prime working. Still late to the Subnautica streams. Well, that's alright. That's what the VODs are on YouTube for. Is this a thing? Nah. Please don't die. Yeah, the events of that are probably going to keep me from trying to explore this too much. That was enough scariness for one day. Didn't need it. We probably could have exchanged the power source quicker. It was just my first instinct to use the other Sea Glide. So whoever put that in the time capsule, somewhere out there, if they ever see this, they saved me. This must be the one where we go under the island and up through then. Close call? Yeah, a lot closer than I care for. I wasn't even looking. Like, I was so unprepared to try to go back. Yikes. Rendezvous.
Integrating new PDA data.
Naturally, we got here in the dark.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
I sort of forgot that was a thing. Okay, I think... How do I... I'll figure it out. There we go. And then we're going to save that ion battery for later. Yeah, I think we're good. Where'd my knife go? I think in the panic of trying to not die, that's where it went. This is less fun in the dark. What? Don't know what was stopping us from going that way. That was odd. I guess we have the Sea Glide light, so we'll be alright, but anyway. Where did the Holy Alert originate from? That is an old DD33 video. I don't know where I'm at. Not in the right place. How do I get down from here? I need to get up there. Do I also need to get... There's two. Are these worth anything? Don't think so. Should have went the way I normally go to get onto the island, because going up through has got me all disoriented. $200% betting Gorth put that time capsule there. You think? Seems likely. Not a big fan of the dark. Yeah, I don't care for it too much in this game, specifically. It's nice and bright under the water. There's like somewhere, a level spot that we can get back up onto the island. Luckily we had the battery. Tell us the story of 12, that's G's domain there. Can't steal his thunder, you know? Where's the beach? Am I losing my mind? Is there not one? Favorite show unrelated to hunting? I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen lately. I just sort of, for some reason, enjoy that. It's rather entertaining. I'm getting more and more convinced that there is not a beach. Is this it? Maybe? I mean, that might be a way up. Actually, it's getting light out, so either way, I guess we'll go back. Hey, corpse. Back up this way, and maybe now that it's not dark, be able to somewhat see. Does this have anything? I, for some reason, remember there being 2 PDAs here. Guess not. Can steal his stand pots emotes. Yes. There's that other Sea Glide that we just left there. It looks a lot different when it's not in your hands. Guess we'll leave that on the off chance that somehow the one we have just gets destroyed or something. Morning, I am now happy. Let's just hope we can find our way around here a little better with some actual light. Because there's like little paths like this everywhere. Why we couldn't find the one that we needed, I don't know. Is it that one? Maybe. I think this is the side that we need to be on. As long as we don't fall to our death. Gonna go up. This isn't a path, but it's navigable enough, I suppose. It's a chunky Sea Glide. Yeah, it looks a lot thicker. Gotta agree. I guess there's 3 different things here. First I thought this was Ark. When we're on dry land, it looks similar enough. To the top, I think that light is something we need. We don't have a bulkhead yet either.
New blueprint acquired.
You know, I guess the existence of this sort of suggests that this was underwater at one time.
New blueprint acquired.
Unless I'm just misunderstanding the purpose there. Water. I don't think we need to scan that. We might as well, but I do want to bring these back. We're going to eat them first. Get sort of in a better shape. They're a pretty decent source of food, and they fit in like a small area.
Integrating new PDA data.
Got the observatory, got the spotlight already. Doing things in different order than I ever have has really thrown me off in a lot of ways. Oh no. More careful, please. Oh, you still got a headache, Kyla? That's no good. I just thought of a thing. Unless we can get one in the other place, we'll bring back these. And the marble melon as well. Don't know why I picked up that many. Small one. Can you not, please? Yes. That's what I thought. Anyway, what I was starting to get at was that I don't think we scanned the interior grow bed. This game is definitely not boring. There's usually quite a lot going on. There's another one of those things. Back out. And back up. Nothing down there. I seem to remember there being a lot less of those fragments in the past. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Nope. There we go. I think we have this one already too. No?
New blueprint acquired.
Hi. Please, no touch. Batteries, PDAs. No.
Integrating new PDA
would you not?
data.
That was odd. Did we get everything other than that interior one? There's still the other one like up at the top that we gotta go to. This one. It might have an interior grow bed. Up. Nope, that's not it. I guess we'll go the actual way. Missed a PDA? I got it now though, right? Think I went back and got the one that you're talking about. Found a neat Hyrax boy. Billy just finds all the big males. I don't get it. I get a bunch of small, inconsequential males. Was this even... Nah, it's for when you go this way. Goats that haven't even been close to diamond. There's quite a few of those, it would seem. quite unfortunate. They take you on quite an adventure to get up and around here. This is the one that we haven't been to, right? Yeah, because there's the little plant pots in here. And I think we gotta go back. Think we gotta go back.
Integrating new PDA data.
Bringing two of those will just speed up the planting process. Well, that was one small mistake. Not gonna be that big a deal, but back to the other side. Now that we actually found the way to go, it's not bad at all, actually. I actually saw that springbuck. I saw that in the trophy shots chat. That was unfortunate. I'm also afraid of getting that backwards jump and just falling to our death. Back in here, we need that. That is something we can't really live without.
New blueprint acquired.
Later game, when we are in areas that we need to be like self-sufficient food-wise, having just a bunch of tiny little plant pots is not the way. But I think that's it from this island. I hope that's it. Where there's a thing, I guess it's right there. That little bridge, we can just take that down. Yeah, this isn't the right way. Holy! Holy, okay. Corpse, thanks for the gifted sub to Mallory. Appreciate you, man. You do that when there's a Reaper around. You'll give me one heck of a heart attack. But thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Back to the base. And was there Life Pod 7? Right? I think that's the one place we haven't been that we have like a what's the word? Like a prompt to go to? Go give him a big hug. Who are we hugging now? What's up, Jacob? Game looks cool. It's very cool. Holy! It's more cool when we can actually see stuff around us. Superstud, thanks for the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Welcome. If you're not already in the Discord, make sure you join that and link up your Twitch over there to get the sub roll and the good stuff that comes along with that. I swear there should be something that we usually don't get, like on the ocean floor here, but I ain't seen it. Maybe I'm misremembering. Hugs are the best, though. I mean, water buffalo hugs. I think that's laser cutter. We have that already. So we're gonna have to decide what our next move is here. I kind of think it's probably modification station and deeper Seamoth crush depth. I'm sorry, Eric, I didn't mean it. Oh wow, we're at 4% on our power. Good timing to get back. Repair tool, get repaired. And at this point we might as well swap out the one power cell we have. If we make a moon pool, we can get the solar charger.
Translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Imagine hearing that and not just freaking out. What was I doing? Power cell in here. We definitely don't want to be getting rid of power cells because they can make things. Not in the storage. What am I doing? In here. Who takes up the entire screen? The PDA I missed? I thought I ended up going back for it. Alright. We might as well take this opportunity to... Well, not do that. To make a multi-purpose room. Can we do it? Like... Alright. We're gonna have to grab some materials first. Yeah, we need lots of titanium, a little bit of lead too. Then we'll be in good shape. That's so much valuable stuff. Basic materials are somehow less common now. Okay, I know I have to have lead. I think there's probably enough. Because I want to make a couple of the little platforms. They're not actually needed, but, well, in some cases they are, but they look better when they're actually there. It does add some hull strength. So I'm thinking, are we missing lead? I think we're one shy. Unless there was one more in this first locker. The amount of that we've seen and just ignored. Okay. Fine, lead. Other stuff is nice too. On some of these, we can get lead. I'm honestly quite surprised. I guess we made the radiation suit and such, so that kind of makes sense. There we go. Not too bad. Just some lead near water. Yeah, that would be great. Well, that's unfortunate, Bottom Boy. Glad you're back, though. Now, what I'm hoping, and I could be very wrong about how this works, is that we can do... Well... Alright, I guess I'm placing that there. It'll probably do well enough. How do I make...
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Right. I don't think that's gonna quite work like I thought. If we instead do that off of there... Why did that not connect? Doing something wrong, I'm just not sure what. Do I need something? Not sure what.
30 seconds.
Alright. Back in. I don't quite get why that wouldn't just go on there. Well then, whatever. We'll do this differently. Let's take the hatch off on this side. And then take this apart. Inventory full, right. Do one here instead. Fabricator's in the way? Yeah, it's alright. We got it. This'll work. It's gonna look a little bit weird, but I'm still not planning on this being like a permanent thing. I guess it would make more sense. Connect this first. Then... Is my Seamoth in the way this time? Never had such struggles, but this is the place. Now we got it. Do you do like home improvement? Not usually. All strength's not in too bad a shape. That's gonna annoy me. How much? Oh yeah, we have the. Well, that's not a big deal. Gonna just get filled up on those. We will. The struggle is very small, male. It's just what happens, you know. What do you do? Gonna put some of this stuff in here. What if we find places? Just have the space. I want to have enough of these to just plant 6 again. And just so nothing weird happens, I want to... Can I not destroy it? I can. I don't want the plants to, like, stay there. We'll take this apart. Take this apart. Except my inventory's full. So... Start building one here. The way that we have to do this is quite annoying. Wait. Might not have been the place I wanted to do it. It's fine. Don't worry about me. If we do it on this side, it at least looks less ridiculous. And then we could do our grow bed right here. And plant all those. Now, go inside. And we still have enough. Gonna do a grow bed in here. We may end up using a bioreactor, in which case I don't think that's actually gonna fit. Where is this? No, it should fit. Just somewhat lined up. Now we're gonna go back in here, get the stuff that we want to plant. If I can remember what lockers they're in. Wait, that, and how did I'm so confused. Some of the things that are going on today. And we're gonna do on either side. Try to get them in the little spots. Okay, in here's gonna go a lantern fruit tree. In here's gonna be a potato thing. I swear I brought back 2 of them. I also didn't fully plant that, but where is the other one? One of these days we'll do things more intelligently and label, but for now, no labeling. Maybe I just dropped it? There it is. So if we plant that too, all the strugs, they're everywhere, but don't even worry about it, it's fine. Then, if we break them, then we can plant all the seeds. Next time, we'll have a full grow bed of those. These lockers are getting out of control. Yeah, it's kind of been a revolving door of ideas at this point, whether we're gonna like keep this base or not. So that's why I didn't label things. I wasn't planning on keeping it, but it is a pretty decent place to keep a base until we at least move a little further down. How are we gonna get a message right as we're ready to move?
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod 13 coordinates attached.
Well, okay.
Live Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kassar. I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Right, so I think we have 7 and 13. Wow, that's pretty close to us. The fact we never found it's interesting. So we're going to go to both of them.
Welcome aboard,
Shark
Captain.
diving expert. Sounds pretty neat. Oh yeah, and then I feel like the lithium we got is going to help us with this. I do want to make that depth module too. We'll do that after the life pods. Your unorganized lockers are going to trigger my non-existent OCD. It's fine. Don't even worry. That's odd. I heard a Reaper. The more we build, the more we want to bring back some of that titanium with us. Oh, we are in a place. This is a little less fun than I thought. I like a discount on cage diving. Oh yeah? Interesting idea there. That's just lithium. We have plenty of that. 3-hour Nubsautica stream. Probably gonna do about 3 hours. There's a blueprint here. Guess one we already had. At least it gives us titanium. Where's the... oh. Hi. I haven't seen that before.
Integrating new PDA data.
Now we're gonna go, hopefully, to LifePod 7. I don't even see a signal for that. Did we not? I swear we got it. Hold on a second. Transmission origin approximately 1 kilometer southwest of the Aurora's stern section. What's the stern? Is that the back? Hope I'm right. Southwest. I never made the compass though. That was the thing we were gonna do last time. Ooh. They don't give us any kind of actual waypoint, so maybe we can make the compass, maybe we can do that. Oh, nice spelling, Bottom Boy. I like it. My mom just tried to call me. I think she was just asking about food, though. When the super duper gamer Minecraft stream is? Like I said to Mistress, never say never. I'm guessing that yes from Billy is saying the stern is the back. Skyla and Bro. Yes, you got it. The heck does that even say? Guess the quiz wasn't for me, so I shouldn't worry about it. Now our thing is off again. For some reason. Did that turn it back on? Yep, just kind of going the wrong way. Do you think piebald or albino looks cooler? It depends on the animal. Some of the animals, such as whitetail, don't have a good piebald. Stern is back, bow is front. Okay, port, I didn't know. I knew the others, but I was confused about stern and bow, about which was which. I was fairly certain, but, you know, same thing as when we were on the Aurora earlier. Having you guys here to make sure that I'm not just really, really dumb is a good thing. So, titanium while we're here, why not? Probably don't even have the Well, we might have the locker room now, since we got some stuff out of there. We're gonna drop that stuff off. We're gonna make a compass. Gonna go look for that. And then we're also going to build the modification station and see what we can do with that. You still want a shark in your pool when you were younger? That sounds like a really good idea. I think that's something we should just go with. Everybody should have a shark in their pool. Save the sharks, you know? Need one with actual space. We've got water. We're probably fine. And if we can just survive till we get back, I think we'll be able to start using those things. Okay. Wait. Forgot one key element here that we have to build something first. Compass is copper wire and a wiring kit, so we need 2 copper. How do you make a wiring kit? I think it's just silver, right? And a computer chip, maybe? Just 2 silver. I know we got plenty of it. I just don't know where exactly it is. Or is silver not in those things that we got so many of? We still have some. Who needs to save the turtles when you can save the sharks? They all need saving, you know? That is going to be useful. Alright, let's read that again, just to be sure. Approximately 1 kilometer, 200 meters down, southwest of the Aurora stern. Okay. Gonna go to the Aurora. Somebody said something about it too. Was that just about locating the island though? I remember somebody mentioning the back of the Aurora. Now we're just talking sharks. I like it. I'm kind of intrigued to know which shork is aggressive shork. If I'm remembering right, there's a Reaper on both sides, and then southwest is kind of back the way we came. That's a grass sphere thing. We don't need that. Sorry, fish. So, I just realized, how are we going to keep track of the distance that we cover? I guess we're just going to go southwest until we find it, hopefully. Bull sharks are legit. Salt and freshwater capable? There's not a lot of things out there that actually are. I think we're good enough to turn around here and head southwest. Wait, we're not turning around nearly as much as I thought. Okay. Well, we're looking for a 200 meter depth seafloor. I don't want to stop because that might throw off like our sort of straight line path here southwest. Holy! Slowshot, what's going on, man? Thanks for the 11 months. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Long time no see. What's in here? There's planes that we're going to need at some point, but I don't think that's it. Kylo wrestles great whites every day? How do you think she stays in shape? How far is a kilometer? Well, guess we gotta go over top of whatever this is. Keep going in a pretty straight line. Don't know why that's so odd. Is this scanner room or Cyclops stuff? Keep the sea moth pointed. Nope. Don't need it. Scanner room. Didn't even need to get smoked like that. So here's the thing. We're heading southwest, and this is the Grand Reef. So the best I can figure is we missed it? Because we can't really go any deeper. Well then. Guess we'll go northeast on a slightly different path if we don't find it. Okay, yeah, I know... I know it's 1,000 meters. I wanted to figure out how long it takes to cover that distance in the Seamoth. Back to somewhat searching around here. It seems like... Oh, wait. No, that's like plot 17. Seems like this would be about right. I don't know. There's a wreck. We can get something out of this little excursion. I guess we'll try to explore it. We need to make that that lightweight, high-capacity tank too. How do we get in here? Oh, it's one of these. Great. Have that already. There's PDA in here.
Integrating new PDA.
And we need the laser cutter to get into there. If it would let us do that. Maybe you should explain yourself better? Suppose I should have. Can I have all the tips for you late game? Late game is definitely something that's going to take a bit of relearning. Lots of supply crates. Ooh, yes. Battery charger fragment. That is a thing that we needed. That is going to be fantastic. Okay, if there's not a way out... Oh. It's just a little loop. Well, okay. Is it, though? I guess. Which way did I get in here? See, this is it. This is where we die. This is it. No, it's like this. That's how it was. More things to do now. I guess we'll do, the modification station anyway. Where is... Goodness. Sometimes I wish that the little beacon would stay on your screen and just go to the side when you're not looking the right direction. So we tried to find that life pod. That didn't go to plan. I don't know if it's super necessary, but we'll look for it again. Gonna run out of breathy juice. Every time I go into one of those wrecks, it's like 50-50 as to whether or not I'm gonna just completely get disoriented and die. There seems to be a thing there too. Have we been to that one? It's not that far from our base, but this isn't a direction that we often go in. Is there anything around here that would indicate... Probably the uncut laser door tells us a decent amount of that story. This is slowly running out of power too. Or quickly, I might want to say. Do you want a spoiler for the pod? How... If it's a spoiler about like how useful it is to the story or something, then sure. More cannon fragments. Yikes. This is going to be real close to not having enough power to cut through here. Bungee jumping. Do we have a spare battery? Luckily. And just because of how things tend to go, air first. And back. I think if I go without the Sea Glide, I'm less likely to get disoriented because it's a little slower. That's another battery charger, but the titanium would be good. Of course there's plenty of them. Think we had this? Yeah. Good stuff in here, but a lot of it we already had. Since we're gonna be here, we'll get the extra titanium. And I don't think there's anything else actually to do in here, so we'll try to get out. And base is this way. A couple of things to build, and then I think we'll be able to explore further with the Seamoth, which is probably going to be for next time. We'll see how long it takes us to get everything in order and put together. But I think we might head to the Grand Reef fairly soon. This is why it says to keep Flantros away from open ocean. Strictly land-based, I probably would have to agree with that. 95% grown. Need the habitat one. And we gotta go around into here. Okay, modification station needs computer chip, diamond, and lead. That's not bad at all. Computer chip is gonna be... what again? Been a while since we've done any real crafting. Table coral, gold, and copper wire. That's the gold. Wait. Don't need to. Then... why do I feel like we needed a diamond for that? I don't know if I just am remembering wrong. It's 1 copper. There's another one. And table coral. I know, yeah, we have that. So then we gotta put the wire together. And okay. This is a thing now.
What are you?
Nothing. I like how that waited till we were in the middle of crafting to happen. Okay. What else was needed? Just lead. Oh, we don't have any lead, so we gotta go and find that. Last time it didn't take too long. It's just in this area. Could be this one right here. Silver. I mean, that's gonna be good too. Seems we don't have a ton of that. Guess we're just resource hunting. There is all sorts of things, bucket list things happening in the chat right now. All the stuff. There's rubies again. What is this? Uraninite. That, I think, is... oh, we're in the blood kelp area. I don't think we need to be here right now. Anyway, that could be, I think, something we can use the nuclear reactor for. Got all kinds of flipped around there. Why does that music sound like something's gonna happen? I don't think anything's about to happen. Gold. There's sounds that I don't recognize happening now, and I'm not sure what to make of it. Lead. Alright. That's what we needed. How do you not have lead? I guess I've just been dropping it the entire time because we've gotten a ton of it. But now, let's make that. The music definitely switched. Not sure what that means, but it definitely switched. So we could do a thermoblade. I don't know that that's that useful right now. We could do lightweight, high capacity air tank. Or ultra high capacity. I don't know. Fins might be a thing we can look at. So I thought we could do Seamoth stuff here. I guess we have to have the moon pool for that then. Well, we have that for some of our stuff. So now, battery charger needs wiring kit, copper wire, and titanium. I think we have the stuff for that. Definitely got the titanium. Gonna need that. And that. I think that's all. Make a wiring kit. Thermoblade turns Reaper into food. Yeah, definitely. It definitely does that. 100%. Alright, seems like a smart idea to have the battery charger right inside the door. And now let's go find, we probably have one in our inventory to begin with. Dead batteries. Those are fully charged. That's a dead one. Also a dead one. Also a dead one. I like how there's just one in every place. All 4 of those are dead. So, we then put them in here. Now that's going to suck the power out of our base pretty good, I think. Right now we're fine because it's light out.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Alright, fine. If we... How many of these do we need? Can pick one.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Trying to do the math and I'm struggling with it. Okay, break one more. If I can. Pick that one. And nice. Okay. There was something else I wanted to build. Oh yeah, some kind of better power source. That water filtration machine might be good too. The bioreactor though, I think that's the move. So, how do you turn this? Turn it like that. We'll get that half built. And then we gotta go make another wiring kit, and we gotta go to the Creekmine Forest. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Don't mind me just prepping our future bucket list. Yeah, I see that. I appreciate the effort because I definitely don't even know what's going on. Oh. Lost one. Can I pick that up? I think it just disappears. I already forget what we're going to do. That's bad. Yeah, Creekmine Forest. Yikes. Need to organize those lockers. I might do that off stream, actually. I said I was going to do nothing off stream, so we'll see. But maybe that's a thing. The water filtrator gives free salt. Yeah, it does. I just feel like it uses so much power. I'm not sure how worth it is when we have the marble melon and stuff in there. Because we don't need to preserve a lot of fish either. Generally, we're going to be pretty fine on food. I hear that Reaper. And I don't like it. Trimmer. I swear, my poor name. What did it ever do to deserve this treatment? It's not worth it. Yeah. I've always built one, but I don't... You good? I don't know that's gonna be worth it if we have the food there. Like, yeah, it's gonna be able to carry the water some distance, but we have so much water. I mean, if we need to build one somewhere down the line, it's not a big deal. But right now, I don't think we need it. Yeah, exactly. Once we have the Cyclops, we have mobile food source. I always forget. I go to take a drink when we're heading over there, and I forget that I'm supposed to be not going directly to the waypoint. I thought I saw you had a creepvine seed cluster, but I might have been seeing things. I may have. Yeah, I think I do actually. It's probably rotten by now, but it still lets you make the stuff. I think I already made the wiring kit then. Guess we'll find out momentarily.
A reliable
All right.
source is a critical step towards self-sufficiency. Consider keeping a photojournal of your achievements to motivate you in times of despair.
Don't want to pick the last one of these, but that is gonna do a lot for powering our base. Eventually we can do a little fish tank too, which would also give us some bioreactor fuel. I think that's kind of it on the building right now. We could do a moon pool. What does that require? Because that's actually the thing that I wanted, that I thought we're gonna be able to get with the modification station. Well, glad somebody mentioned the creepvine seed cluster, because we need that. Less materials required for it than I realized. It was somewhere towards the frontier, though. You're right. One of these lockers has that. Make another. And it said 2 titanium ingots. I know we have the titanium for that. That's enough for... Need 5 more. 4 more. Oh, that'll work. Okay. Make all this into titanium first. If I could say the word, that would be cool. Big male farm? Yes. Then titanium ingots. I hope that didn't say plasteel ingot. I don't think it did. What's the deepest part of the ocean you've been to? In the game? I don't even know. Oh wait, one more thing. We need, I think, 2 titanium for the connecting piece. And then we'll have another entrance to this base as well, which will be quite useful. That's going to go on there. And moon pool is going to go on like that, I think. Ah, we're missing lead again. Why does that always happen? Just never, ever have enough lead. That's silver. That's silver. Again, that's not a bad thing to find. Of course, when we're looking for silver, all we found is lead and just ditched it places. And there's probably better areas to look for it. This just happens to be kind of close. I think we'll even take the sea moth out wherever I parked that. Do you end up making it a ship to leave on? I don't think that's too much of a spoiler to say, yeah, eventually that's going to be the way out. If we go back to that creepvine forest, that would probably work. There's 1 lead. Last time we relied on the creepvine forest for resources, though, it really wasn't very kind to us. There's 2 lead, and since the stuff's here, gold, and silver. Good enough. And whatever this is. More silver. Since we've been making all those wiring kits, all the silver that we're bringing back with us is going to be good. Like how we find lead once we don't need it. Where am I going? Right there. Wasn't even that far. Imagine the pain of getting a level 4 whitetail instead of a great one. I still wonder, like, how legit the spawn is of a level 4 or level 5 whitetail. Like, is that a great one that just didn't spawn correctly, or is that a completely unrelated issue? That's what I always wonder with them. Okay. Hull strength isn't looking too good. We'll probably get a little bit of reinforcement going on here. If I go the right way, anyway. Need a little bit of titanium and some of the massive amounts of lithium that we got. Those are going to be down here. If I click on the right locker, that might help us a little.
After
All right.
weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
I think they're trying to get at the cuttlefish thing there a little bit. So this is just to make sure that we don't have a flooded base at some point. Probably good enough. And now, those of you that haven't seen it will probably think this is fairly neato. We can park our Seamoth in here. It also charges it for us. So another reason to have that bioreactor and keep the base power going up. But I guess I just don't know how to make it, or I haven't realized that we have it. Now there's something that we need to make that I guess we don't yet have that will go in here. It's like almost a command station. Oh, we have an aquarium. Didn't realize we had that. Well, anyway, that would allow us to modify our Seamoth and such. Maybe that's something from the Grand Reef as well? I can't remember where we even get that stuff. Let's do the ultra high capacity air tank, because we already have stuff for it. Gonna take that off. Make that. Now we're up to approximately a lot. 225 air. Fins, I mean, I guess that might make sense. Do we have any silicone rubber just sitting in here? I swear I saw some, and again, we should go through all these things, but we have it. That might, because the ultra high capacity thing is going to slow us down, that might be a good thing. We never even made fins? Huh. I thought we did. Well, let's check how to make them. That is 2, so I think we need 2 Creepvine C clusters, if I'm mathing right. Wait a minute. We have technology. What am I doing? Does it repair the Seamoth?
All systems online.
No, just charges it. What are we sending? What's going on? Something. Getting pretty close to that 12-hour stream. What's it at? I can't actually see it at the moment. Am I going the wrong way? I kind of wasn't looking again. I think it's more like this. I'll look at the chat and then I'm just immediately lost. What's going on, Jacob? 71%? That's just flying right by. The more streams we do as well, since it caps people at 2K, the quicker it can happen. I was unaware that that's how that worked, but good to know for future ones. Kind of took the scenic route to get here, but it works. Really should have checked my inventory before we came over here, but we have room. So if I read that right, 2 of these, and I guess we have the Seamoth storage. We could survive if our inventory was still completely filled. Spending a lot of resources, might as well kind of replace them as we go when we can. Kylo's at 12k, nice. I should make something worth... What do you earn them at, like 200 at a time? I should make something that's worth exactly 188 to get your ending number to always be 12. Of course, then there's going to be a lot of those used in chat, and I gotta look over to make sure I know what's going on. I halfway forget... Oh yeah, the fin stuff. So we gotta make the fins themselves first, which is gonna be over through here. Might put a side hatch on somewhere here as well, just for quality of life stuff. Oh, I gotta make the stuff first. Therefore, I'm done donating. You just can't go away from 12K. That would be like the amount of things wrong with just leaving 12K cannot be overstated.
Using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Ultra glide fins might speed up our swimming process a little. We might as well make titanium out of that. We'll get everything out of our inventory. We'll make a side hatch, which I think I just need quartz. Don't mind me going through every locker 12 times today. Pretty sure that's all we need for that. So this into titanium. It should be a 100k channel points thing, just for people to flex with. And then if we put a hatch, we also got a new radio message. If we put a hatch here, oh, let's try that a little differently. I mean, I guess it would have worked. Isn't there something here too? Nope, that's fine. That just puts us right here at the fabricator. Play this.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer. Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right,
I don't
so
remember
Becky, I'll
this.
just take the regular.
Regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should be.
If she doesn't,
Just tell
Ooh,
her
a code.
regular, dude.
okay.
The
If I
code.
say regular, she's like, what's the regular? Come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and
Bet.
cheese.
Okay, just
2679, we're going back to the Aurora. That's the last thing for today. 2679, I think it's in our thing. I was wondering how we get that. 2679, cool. Alright, back to the Aurora. I want to know what's in the captain's quarters. I'm very, very curious. I've known that the captain's quarters exist in this game for years. Never once have I actually been in there. When did you start playing Subnautica? Well, first time I played it would have been, I believe, in 2015 or 16, but we just started streaming it last week. If you're curious, the VOD for like everything prior in this stream and last week's 2-hour stream is on my second channel, which is just called Flantro. 12 out of 12 dialogue is fantastic. Sorry I'm late, no worries, man. No worries. Code is 2345, that's definitely what it was. Was not 2679. Look at Bottom Boy helping us out, throwing it in chat. And Dustin as well. Appreciate you guys. Luckily it's in there for us, but that was a good idea. Start saving again. I like it. What's up, Born to Vibe? This is an interesting way, I think, to bookend the stream, basically, with trips to the Aurora. 4629. What are you trying to do to me? It should be 1212. I don't know why it's not. You'd think they'd have the foresight to do that, but no. Just had a fried egg decide to bail on its responsibilities by popping its own yolk, so I fed it to my husband and made a new one. Nice. As it should be done. Okay. Yeah, almost crashed into that fella. He wouldn't have felt it, but it might have hurt us. The one comment said that there's more blueprints out here. I know we picked up some of them, but we'll sort of go right along the edge of the Aurora then and see if there's any we missed. I hope whatever's in here is actually useful for us. Oh, you guys saying the code. I'm determined to remember it and not have to open the data entries. We'll see. See if I can not get confused with everything said in chat. There's so much titanium laying here. Might just make a couple of runs next time over to here and just stock up on titanium. It almost makes more sense, I think, to wait until we build the Cyclops and just make the lockers in there, though, too. I don't know. One little supply box. Batteries are always good. With the charger, it's probably less necessary now, but never gonna pass up those chances. Oh, really? How did I get them then? I don't remember ever going in there. Maybe I have, but good to know. So what you're telling me is, essentially, we've gotten through most of the story minus like light pods and, of course, the stuff that happens once we've built it. Can I enter this way? Considering I can't even get on top of that first box. Oh, I can jump over it though. This is going really well. There's boxes there. I want them, but I can't get them. Am I in the right place? I think I'm off by a little bit. Can you recommend this game? I absolutely would. Apparently it's on Game Pass right now if you have Xbox or PS4. And I want to say on Steam it's like 20 or 25 bucks. It's not expensive and it's a lot of fun. We're going to be a little over 5 hours into this playthrough, somewhat already knowing like what we're doing, and we're nowhere near the end. Like there's plenty of time you can put into it. Well worth the money. Big Strugs. I want to have a Strugs emote by this time next week. If not even before then. Need a propulsion cannon? I forgot that's a thing. I think I have one. I'm pretty sure someone left me one of those in the one time capsule as well. Parkoured that one just fine, but the other one was the most difficult thing in the world. All the way down and around to the living quarters again. Is the point of the game to set up on the planet or try to get off it? Try to get off it. That is essentially the thing that we're going to see right here in a second, apparently. If we head back down this way. Gonna go in here. Through here. And up. Then into here. Up and around. Let's go this way, though. That's what I would like to know. Yeah, I guess you guys will see it in a second, so I won't do any kind of crazy spoilers. Captain's quarters is this one. 2, 6, 7, 9. Got it. Got another poster. Yeah, a little Aurora Mini. Data terminal for something.
New PDA data.
And this. And blueprints for the Neptune escape rocket. So there you go. That is the thing that we needed to come to here for. That is well down the line before we can actually build that kind of stuff. But we have the blueprints now. Somebody said there was another exit somewhere. Through the prawn bay? I'm already lost in here. Doesn't take much. It really doesn't. Nice, yeah. So, down the line somewhere here, we'll be building the rocket to get out of here. See if we can do this again. Once I know the way, it's not too bad. I still don't know how I get out of here, but apparently there is a way out from this side. That just makes a loop, though. I don't know. I'll go the normal way. It's the only way I know. I think I know that way. Wait a minute. Yeah. Sort of. Didn't even realize how long you've been streaming? Yeah, we've been going for a little while. When there's always stuff to do, it's easy to lose track of time, and that's one of the great things about this game. There's always something to do. If you loop near that electric stuff in the other direction, I'll give that one a try next time, just because I want to head back and get this stream wrapped up here. Well, I don't know if we'll have to come back for next time, but yeah, that's the other reason, I guess. This is probably the last time we gotta be here, so not a big deal. You missed 12? What do you mean? Missed 12. 12 what? When are you doing the next Great One hunt? If we can ever get a Diamond Red Fox, that's gonna be something we place a lot more focus on after that. So we'll have to see. No worries, not the backseat of the game. No, you're good. I've been quite happy to get tips and everything as we've gone along. Like, we've got the Seamoth storage module, just because some in the chat were kind enough to help out with letting me know to look in a certain area, but didn't say what it was. Which makes it a lot more fun. I like that it's still, you know, kind of like hints of where to go, but not just straight up telling me. Where's our... Well, we're gonna hope that we don't land in the Reaper's mouth. Saves a little time rather than running all the way down and around. Are you gonna play Below Zero? That is most certainly the intention, and that one I've never completed, so it should be a lot more fun to actually do that. There's a free module in the drive room. Yeah, I did get that one. The one that gets us down to 300 meters, I think. Yeah, that was a legit cannonball. That one was for real. I think, since we're headed back, yeah, don't even worry. We're gonna get as much of this as we can. We're gonna need it. Eventually here we gotta build the Cyclops and the prawn suit, and titanium ingots are fairly key to that, so just having this bonus titanium's good. Should have came here with a less full inventory, but 'tis what it is. How many could I carry? Just 3? Guess there's a lot of water and stuff, but not necessarily things that I want to part with. Oh, the drive room. Yeah. That's another Cyclops one, right? I was thinking you meant the Seamoth Bay, whatever that room's called. Okay. Max we can carry there. I'm not going to worry about trying to put all that away right now, just because we're going to have to build more lockers and such, but the amount of titanium is going to be good to have. Bublotica, yes. Engine efficiency? Yeah, and that's actually pretty useful. It like recycles heat or something and doesn't use as much power, and when you have 6 power cells that you gotta deal with, it's sort of a big deal. Big 12. Can you still do... You probably can't. There used to be like an infinite power thing. If you set up, I think it was 3 power cell chargers on the Cyclops, you could charge 6 and it didn't like use up non-stop power from the 6 that you actually have. It was great. Big thank you to the mods. The mods are great. Everybody in here modding during these streams. What is it now counting YouTube? 4 days a week? It used to just be the 1 stream a week, just on Mondays. Who would have guessed? Base components on the Cyclops drain power from your cells? I mean, as they should, really. It would be nice if you could do, like, solar panels on the Cyclops, because if you parked it, you know, up near the surface, they should be able to do something, but, you know, not a big deal. Unless you have maxed out engine efficiency modules. Oh. So what you're saying is, there's a way. Moderators, yes. Compliments, look at that. It's because you guys are the best.
Fluid intake immediately.
We're almost home, don't worry about us. That emote mistress. Oh, yeah, that was good driving. Nailed it. Tried to be all smooth, like, just completely oofed. What do I get? We're gonna get to name this, too. So, we'll do some kind of fun way of naming it when we get to that point. We need to not have a full inventory, I guess. So I guess we'll build one locker, if I have the stuff for it. Just to be able to actually fix our food and water problem. Ditch all the materials, all the water. I don't know why I'm still carrying that around. Do I have an empty space? Yeah. Okay. Just to get in a good position for next time. Usually what I do is pick 3, eat 3, and plant 4, and then we don't lose any. And I'll just replenish the rest with the lantern fruits. And we have the water stuff outside. So I think that is going to do it for this stream. Basically 3 hours of setting up base stuff, exploring the Aurora twice, exploring a couple of areas, call the Cyclops name to be Big Chungus. We'll come up with a good way to name stuff. But yeah, let's find someone to raid, and let's also get a better view than whatever we had there. I guess last time I did it in the Cyclops, so... Cyclops. Seamoth. We'll go to the surface just so we don't drown in the process of having a nice view as we look for someone to raid. Guess we'll look at the Aurora and turn off the overlay. Alright, let's see what's going on in Twitch land today. Hopefully something. I'm looking for somebody that I recognize in Call of the Wild. This guy's doing a bow hunt on Layton. Let's send a raid over that way. See what's going on. Is it Knight Elysium, maybe is how to say his name? Thank you, Ragnar. Hope everyone has a good Sunday, by the way. A lot of times we're doing raids and such at the end of the day, but there's still a lot of the day left to go. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you back next week. I love this game. I get so excited to come in and play. And yeah, enjoy night stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the chat and in tonight's video yet. Bye!